at the same time.
It's the circle of life.
It's Can you feel the love tonight? Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Brian Seymour, king of Comic Town here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes. Oh my goodness, we are home. This is post-Thanksgiving weekend.
Yes. That weird gap in between Thanksgiving and the Christmas holiday.
Yes. Which is barely a gap because literally like Thanksgiving morning, Christmas stuff starts.
Just all
it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Did you have a good holiday?
Yeah.
Okay. So glad to hear that. I, on the other hand, was away from family, away from friends, for the most part. I was in sunny San Francisco for a show. And it was kind of crazy in the best way possible, actually. Nice. I got to work with Giancarlo Esposito again, which is amazing. Like, literally amazing. Michael Rooker, he was talking about, like, how there's no, like, believability in some of the early films that he watched. And that's why he got into making movies, because I can do better than that. And he practiced like the believability of like slitting someone's throat on me on stage. So that was fun. He had nothing in his hands, but at the same time I was still nervous. Still nervous, but it was a good time. This week though, is gonna be crazy.
And you've got posted on your social media because Vic is gonna be running a bunch of panels at GalaxyCon here in Columbus.
Yes. It's their premiere weekend. They've never been here before, so it's going to be very exciting to see how they do here, how the city does with them. And Sunday, Rosario Dawson. Yes. I think I'm done, like, after that. Like, I think after Sunday, I retire from moderating. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it. If it goes well and I get the chance to moderate with her again, I'll come out of retirement. I'll be Jordan. I'll be like, nope. I'll put another jersey on. 23. Let's go. Okay, so we read some good books this week.
Yes.
Unfortunately, none are DC because
FedEx is awesome. No.
I don't think that word means what you think it means. Because, no. A smaller week, literally the end of things, and it's taking forever.
If only you knew.
If only, man.
You'll have to join our secret fan fiction group on
You know what
Facebook.
sucks, though? Like, you think you come up with something brand new. There's nothing new under the sun.
Right?
Nothing.
Dang it.
Is that the best one you got? Like, is this just the first one you found?
Best one I found thus far.
Okay. All right. Sorry. You guys can't know, okay?
Yeah.
You can't know.
I haven't done a video search yet.
You haven't done a video search yet? I don't know if I want. Okay. So on our Goodreads that you should read, we've got one that's the same.
Yes.
And then we bounce around in some very fun, interesting ways. Where do you want to start?
Well, we accidentally both did two all ages style.
We
books.
did, which I think is so very funny. Like, okay, I will start, and then you do your all ages.
Yes.
Okay. So I did Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Double Trouble, and I kind of was like, it's a smaller week, okay? So like that's number one. So having a smaller week like kind of drops your offerings a lot. And then we even have like a whole imprint that we didn't get any of yet. Yeah. Thanks, FedEx. So we tried some different things. The cover to this though, I was like, this is kind of cute. Like what is this? So Gurihiru like totally caught my eye with this. Like something about this just was like, this is fun. So we've got Mariko Tamaki and Vita Ayala doing the writing and the stories. And this was fun. This is such a YA perfect story. Yeah. In it, we've got, Peter doesn't seem like he's a whole lot older than Miles, even though he's clearly older because he lives on his own. Yeah. He's got a roommate that is not the best roommate at all. So I feel like there's some continuity built into this that I don't know because I don't know exactly where this story is taking place, but it is fun. You've got this very interesting sort of setup of Peter is kind of the, I don't know what, not nutty professor, but kind of the nutty professor of the two, where he thinks he's doing something and like it's not nearly as impressive as he thinks it is. Yeah. And it's hilarious. But this was it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I could get with this. If this was an ongoing series, which is it an ongoing? Miniseries. Okay, fine.
Which sucks, because there's no ongoing all-ages Spider-Man book, now that Marvel Action Spider-Man doesn't exist anymore.
Why would you not?
Yeah, there's a gap. There's a gap
huge
in the market.
Gap, man. Like, even if you just did, like, stuff like this where it's a done-in-one, and that's just the vibe of your entire series, come on. You can't tell me that wouldn't slap.
It would sell.
Like, immediately.
100%.
Especially if you did it like a Spider-Man anthology where it's like maybe different Spider-Folk.
Yeah.
And each one just gets their own little single-issue adventure. Because this was fun. Yeah. Y'all got to do better and come back with more of this, because that was a good time. Like, if I was 8 years old and somebody gave me that, I'm a Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
From here on out, like, without question. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch that, and it drives me nuts, because there's characters that there's movies for that, you know, kids want to interact with the book, but the comic is not
totally
kid appropriate.
Right.
So just even an anthology, like you said, like every issue is like Marvel All Ages, whatever is the title, and you just have this rolling.
Be great. What do we know? We just make comics and sell them.
Yeah, that's it. Just a bunch of hacks.
We have no idea of your demographics whatsoever.
From Dark Horse, we've got Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures, and this is another all ages type book.
That's dope.
And it's weird. I don't understand how, like, Disney owns Marvel, Disney owns Star Wars, but like
they're farming out the Adventures line, like the kid friendly stuff. I don't know why because they did that with, what was it, IDW first?
Yeah.
And now back with Dark Horse.
Yeah. Now, Dark Horse always treats the Star Wars stuff with the utmost respect and puts out quality, because this book is really, really good. All right. So this, let me shout out the creative team. So we've got Daniel Jose Older, Tony Bruno, and Michael Etienne.
Nice.
And this takes place in the High Republic, which is in the past.
Okay.
Like way back, it's like before the fall of
Way
Jedi.
to set the stage with that.
Yeah.
Genius.
Which is really cool, because there's a timeline, because you might not know, especially if you're a younger reader just looking for some Star Wars action.
Yeah.
And this is a brand new character that is a Jedi Padawan. And he's just a kid, and he's kind of tired of the rules for the Jedi, and they want adventure. And so it's them tooling around and getting caught up in like a pirate and a pirate hunter, and then some kind of like evil intergalactic criminal conspirally. And
That's
there's
dope. Oh yay!
Yeah, and there's faces that you will remember.
That's awesome.
From the most recent series of 3 movies. And actually, it's awesome when they're there, because you can totally feel it, and it kind of gives you this vibe of like familiarity.
Because there's a continuity that they're building.
Yeah, even though it's in the past, but it's really, really cool. It's all ages fun. It's nothing but action. All the violence, like if you're a parent and you're worried about like violence, all of the violence takes place against droids.
Okay.
So clankers are cool, so you don't
like
have to worry about blood or anything. So yeah, highly recommend it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Actually, this weekend I did a panel on Star Wars comics. It was Sam McGee and Kara. Oh gosh, I just forgot your last name, Kara. I apologize, but Sam is a writer, Kara is a illustrator, and they worked on the IDW branch of Adventures books. And we were talking about how important it is to have something that is accessible to a younger audience. For these long-established franchises,
right?
Because they're the future of comics. So
include them.
Yeah. It's so simple. Okay, so while we do celebrate the notion of kid-friendly comics, not all comics have to be kid-friendly. This one is a little bit more on the teen side. So Rogue Sun, we're on issue 8. This series I've enjoyed a lot. So Ryan Parrott is the writer, Abel is the artist, Natalia Marquise does the colors, Becca Carey is the letterer. And the thing that I've loved about this is just kind of the superhero gritty vibe of it, but still in a teen format. It's like a step down from the latter issues of Invincible.
Okay.
So we're not quite at that space. Like, we're kind of in the first year or two of Invincible, where there's some cool stuff that's happened. Still takes place, in New Orleans, and you've got this second volume of sorts, because I think the first 7 is kind of like that first arc, and this is the beginnings of the second arc, where we're starting to see that some of the magical aspects of things are going to come to play a bit more in creating like this adversarial like relationship. So much in the same way of this extended, Superverse with this Radiant Black. What's the other one? Deadly. Oh crap.
Dead Lucky, which
Dead
also
Lucky,
was
yes.
this week.
Thank you. Radiant Pink, all that jazz. This one kind of takes more of a magical turn, which I think is kind of cool. Yeah. So like a magic Power Rangers, if you will, but Ranger, singular. But just kind of establishing what the framework is going to be moving forward for the second arc. And I think that's solid, super solid. Definitely enjoy that one.
From Image Comics and the creative team of Chip Zdarsky, Ramon K. Perez, and Mike Spicer. Stillwater number 16. All right, so we're pretty far into this story at this point. If you haven't been following it or heard anything about it yet, it is a town that, for whatever reason, you don't die. Like, if you're in that town, nothing can kill you. Fall off a roof, you heal.
Brush it off.
Yeah, you get run over by a car, you heal. Someone puts you through a wood chipper because you owe them $20. It's gross, but you heal.
Oh, wow. Yep. Okay. All right. Does it hurt, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, gets the message across. That's all that matters.
So in this issue, we finally find out why that happens.
Oh.
What chain of events has caused this little pocket to exist.
Yeah.
And, oh, man, is it gnarly.
That's brilliant.
It's heartbreaking. The person's... the motivation for why this thing was created, I totally get as a parent. And yeah, it's great. So if you've been reading it and you're like, what, how does this happen?
Yeah.
The creative team tells you.
Okay.
And it's interesting, the choice of colors for blood. And I'm not sure.
I see that. Yeah. I was like, that's an interesting, norm.
Yeah. So it makes me wonder.
Okay.
Pick up the trades, give it a read, and then keep on with the singles.
I like how it seemingly was given the time to slowly build to reveal this mystery. Yeah. How many trades have there been? Like, I'm guessing 3 at this point?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's been around a while. They've been giving you pieces, and then finally, here's the reveal. Yeah.
I like it. All right, so we both did this a return 1,000 years in the making Planet Hulk Worldbreaker. I had no idea what this was. I just picked it up again, just kind of like, well, where are we going with this?
Yeah,
like, what's going on?
And you got Greg Pak,
right?
Who wrote the first one.
So I'm interested. Greg Pak, Manuel Garcia as penciler, Cam Smith on inks, Chris Sotomayor. Sotomayor? Is that how you say that? Oh, okay, yep. I screwed that all the way up. Sorry, Chris. And letters by VC's Joe Carmagna. Dang, I'm messing up all the names tonight. Jeez, I'm tired. Still a little jet lagged. I'm sorry. So, okay. Not knowing what I was getting into.
Yes.
I am fascinated by the world built in this.
Yeah, and how we're just given that snippet.
Just in there.
Yeah. Because, so it's 1,000 years in the future on the planet Sakaar. Not the planet Sakaar from the Thor Ragnarok movie.
Right.
Like, it's the same thing.
It is the same, but it's not.
But it's the comic version that Greg Pak created, which was the place that the Illuminati sent Hulk, or Bruce Banner Hulk, to when they were like, we're never going to be able to fix him.
I mean, they technically didn't send him there.
Yeah.
They were sending him to a planet. He hulked out and ended up there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
This world is broken. This world is dark. I need to. There is a character here that we know.
Yes.
We're familiar
How did
with
they get there?
Yeah. How'd they get here?
How did they get there?
How is it 1,000 years later and they're still there?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the colors.
Super fun.
Yeah.
This plays with a concept that I thought immediately reminded me of Spider-Man Reign.
Yeah.
The ramifications of actions, things that are long form, consequences that you didn't think about at the time.
Yeah.
But then over time it builds up and you go, oh,
mistakes were made.
Did we? I guess it kind of did.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
And the lighter-hearted backup story at the end, because the first one's dark.
It is dark. It's very dark. With a lot of intrigue, because again, how does this person get back there, and why are they in the state that they're in?
Yeah.
All the way that they're colored and all that jazz. I feel like there's something to this.
Yes.
Because I'm like,
you wouldn't look like that if you weren't.
Because you definitely,
Yeah,
exactly. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, you're right. The second story, also by Greg Pak, art wise by Ramon F. Box, colors again by Chris, and letters again by Joe. This was very sweet,
Yeah.
in a way. Still very teen centric, I would say, but very sweet in this portrayal of a kid that is still trying to figure out where he belongs.
right.
You know,
Because he's literally from two different worlds.
yeah, and unwanted by both. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah, like he wasn't raised by both parents.
at all.
Like-
And man, like, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? That one obviously features Scar,
Mm-hmm.
but young Scar. So it's really kind of a great sort of presentation. I think Scar is a very interesting character
Oh, yeah.
for us to look at in terms of emotional feelings, because we have this idea of the Hulk and his not belonging.
Yeah.
But put that in a kid.
Yeah.
And what happens?
And yeah, with all of Hulk's
Yeah.
powers.
Like, you talk about a tantrum.
Right? Break a planet in half.
Easily. But not be wrong
Yeah.
for what he's feeling. Like, you make me feel this way. Like, it's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Okay, so for our must reads,
Yes.
we have all three that are the same.
All three are the same.
Where do you want to start?
I want to end with that.
Okay, I'm with that.
You want to start with that?
Done and done.
Triple A.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
You're adorable, though. You're adorable. Avengers Assemble Alpha, number 1. This one, yeah.
For people out there that were picking and choosing their Avengers stories that were written by Jason Aaron, like I'm not picking up Avengers Forever. It was all headed together.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
this is that.
This is the vibe, and it crescendos here. Art by Brian Hitch. Andrew Curie, I believe, and Alex Sinclair are inker and colorists. Corey Petit from VC is the letterer.
Star-studded creative team.
Yeah.
You get your checklist at the front with all the major players in this
Yes.
story, including people that are completely brand new.
When you start off with this, you can't help but feel Kirby level stakes.
It is stolen from the fourth world.
Yes.
It
And
is,
I'm okay
it's
with that.
so metal.
I'm okay with it.
It's think about it. Like it's all of reality.
Yeah.
All of time in all of those realities. The fertile earth
Yeah.
that would be able to be made from
Everything.
yeah.
This. Such a brilliant take. It's funny because, like, you're right. Like, totally stolen from the fourth world. But the idea of this being here
Yeah.
is such a, like, you almost go to the distinguished competition and go, how come y'all never thought to do that?
Right?
Like, that's where, like, even if it was Justice Incarnate and that's where they were based,
Yeah.
how dope would that be?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Jason
that's
Aaron.
when you read it, the
Yeah,
first
it'll
few
make
pages,
sense.
it'll make sense.
Has Jason Aaron worked for DC?
Scalped.
That's not what I mean. Like, DC. That was more Vertigo.
Yeah. No, not that I can think of.
Oh my god.
Right?
He got a hold of their premier team.
His Justice League would be stupid. It'd be so good.
Jason, I don't know where your exclusivity contract lies, but if you have an opportunity,
It'd be interesting.
it would. I would be curious. I want to know specifically who Avengers Prime is.
Right?
I need to know who
Because
that
we
is.
see what he's wearing,
Yes.
but that's not necessarily indication.
Well, he had a choice. Like, he had options of
Yeah.
what to wear. So I feel like he
was like this one.
this
I'll go
one
with-
today.
Yeah.
Today it's this. I love the idea of Avengers Prime though. Like Avenger Prime is look at that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see what he's into. It's perfect. It's perfect. I love the reverence here. I mean, just this moment and
Yeah.
It's so cool. This has a lot of okay. I don't know in the grand scheme of things how heftily this will impact Avengers, but this has some moments in it that personally I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
that could be like some groundbreaking material if introduced at the right age to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, there's things that I you know, you have all these different play-ons. People with past power sets, the Avengers 1 million are in this.
Yes. And they're going head-to-head against the Avengers.
Yes.
Because the Avengers was back in the past.
Yes.
The evil collective of evil dooms, like the evilest, like going around to different universes, destroying everything except for the pieces he wants to keep, and the versions of him and his lackeys he wants to keep, have come to Earth 616.
Yeah. Which is the main Marvel universe.
To do the same thing.
Yeah. Only, you know, our Avengers are like, nah. We gonna handle this. But of course, Doom, not being dumb, says, why would I come when there's all these different heroes to fight? I'll go to the past when there's like 5.
Yeah.
5 of y'all. I can handle 5 of y'all.
And then one of my all-time favorite villains is, like, he's just lurking there.
Watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, y'all coming to fight? Oh, that's cool.
That's neat.
I like that. This was the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such a huge moment.
Like,
think of the character from the current time period, and now you're encountering that person that's close to you, but a much younger version.
Much younger, right?
How do you, how does the older younger person view
when you're like, well, okay, so that was one thing that I did feel remiss about, because there were hints, and not nearly enough for my liking, enough dwelling on the fact that in that circumstance, almost the use of said object should have been rendered moot, because at least 3 people could actively control it. And like, so you could have had the one-on-one, and you're like, oh, well, then they just have to balance out. But the third person just like messes with everything, and you're like, well, I guess we can't use that. And they didn't like lean into that so much, and that kind of made me sad. But when that happened, I was like, yeah, that's dope. Yeah, like that's such a cool moment.
Overall, this was an amazing Avengers book.
Yes,
and you pick it up, because it is gonna move this current the story that's coming out.
It is not over.
Yeah,
okay, it's not over. So yes, yeah, I could go for more pages of them fighting.
Right,
like. Please.
Right?
Pretty please. Any of that. Okay.
Now, Wagner has brought us other books.
I didn't know. I didn't know what I was getting into. This was the first book I read for the week. Because, okay, so let me tell you why I picked this up. Daniel Hilliard is one of my new favorite artists. His style is so reminiscent of Ryan Ottley, and I love Ottley's work. So I love Daniel's style, and the fact that instead of just being an Ottley clone, he is really making his own way into this. Like, I think Ottley was a huge influence, and you can see it, but now he's starting to separate and do his own thing, and that's fantastic. Did he and Doug do vinyl? Did they do vinyl together?
I think.
Okay. If so, yes, they did. Okay, so that makes perfect sense. Okay, and plastic.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Because those two were also bonkers miniseries dealing with messed up people doing weird stuff.
What's with the fabric-y material names? Vinyl, plastic, and now plush? Is this a trilogy?
It might be. Because the plastic
trilogy.
You got to read the vinyl and the plush. The vinyl and the plastic, because
okay, all right. Are those in trade yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
I might just sold some tonight. Okay. When you see this cover, it tells you nothing. It hints at everything, but it tells you nothing. You can't know. You don't know. You won't know.
It's the dead eyes, the look of surprise in eyes that aren't eyes.
It's so bad.
And then
it's so
the
bad.
Frickin' Baphomet reference is Okay.
Dark.
So what this story is about is this dude. He's going through a really bad patch with his girlfriend,
Tough times.
his fiance.
Yeah.
And he's receiving pressure from her family to go through with the marriage, even though
There's reasons.
Yeah, there's reasons
that
why
he shouldn't.
And he's like struggling internally with what to do, and his buddy is like, "You're stupid.
Yeah.
Because of the reasons that you're thinking, you probably shouldn't go through with this.
Definitely
marriage.
shouldn't go through with this.
But at a minimum, let's take your mind off it for a little bit, and we're going to take you to a convention." Now,
it's not necessarily a comic book convention. It's not even necessarily a sci-fi convention. It is most definitely a furry convention.
yes, but that's not where it kind of is.
I mean, it starts.
So he much like in The Shining.
Yeah.
When there's that character walking around the hallway and they see stuff, this character is walking around the convention and sees stuff. But it is...
It's horrifying.
Yeah, because it's not what you're thinking.
No.
Because it's something
way worse.
Far worse.
Way worse.
And so
way worse.
Wonderfully rendered. Artistically speaking,
Yeah.
the color choices...
It's hilarious that this moment happens, and then as a perfect subterfusion, subjugation of expectation, it goes right back to the regular. So you're like,
yeah,
how do you wait? What?
Yeah,
what?
Because I would run.
I would have definitely.
I would 100%
would
run.
have definitely ran.
What I'm confused by, is how that one is able to
No, these are not things that I need to know yet. I'm gonna find out eventually, but I don't need to know yet. No.
But it's hysterical. It's disgusting. The art is beautiful. The story is beautiful.
Yeah. Storytelling is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then it ends in a place where you go, where is this going?
Right?
I fear for everyone involved here. Like
right?
this can't be good. This cannot be good. But
it's wonderful.
It really is. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. There's got to be a thing. There's got to be vinyl plastic plush. I see what you did there. I see. Our book of the week.
Jace. Boom Studios.
Yeah.
Simon Spurrier.
Yeah. Charlie Adlard.
Sophie Dodson.
Damn them all to hell.
Number 2.
Issue 2.
Everybody that has wanted good Hellblazer content since they tried to move Constantine into the main DCU.
Yes.
Stop looking, because it's right here.
It's right here. Yeah.
This is...
Unfortunately, making Constantine a little bit more mainstream, he loses his teeth.
Yep.
He has to, right? He can't be John while Superman is next door. Like, it just doesn't quite work that way.
Yep.
So in a place in space without a Superman, you have the next best thing here. What I loved about this is the setup that it is the occult.
Yes.
But something is amiss, and they need to figure out what is going on, because it's not just the regular world that's awry. It is the mystic occult world that is also like, this ain't right.
This isn't how things work.
This is not it. And if this ain't right, and you're not right, what is doing this? Like, what is happening?
Something's happening.
Something big is happening. I love the cool of this.
Yes. Yeah, and it's not forced. It's this very smooth, very easygoing.
Yeah.
The main character, she's not a magician, not a wizard, an occult specialist.
There we go.
That
I like a specialist. Yeah. That's very solid.
And she had a powerful relative.
Yeah.
Got murdered. That theoretically shouldn't have happened
at all.
And she's now in. It happened in the first issue.
Yeah.
So there are people that are bringing like Mephisto-esque demons under their control that shouldn't be possible.
Shouldn't be possible, and the method that they're doing it is way too simple for some of the scales of these beings that they're bringing out. Like, like you should have to sacrifice a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, and you're just like conjuring, like.
No, that's not how it works.
You don't Candyman Mephisto. Like you don't do that. Yeah. Okay. So to see like that part of it, like is this looming mystery, and then you also have the death of that family member, seemingly another bit of mystery. That someone else is trying to figure out, and their paths are definitely intertwining. Yeah, like they have to. It's interesting because it's not grotesque, it's not obscene, but there's a maturity to this series. Yes. And I think you're right. Like the way that they're taking their time. Like it could almost be argued that this is too slow if someone's like, oh, I just want a quick read. Yeah. Like that's not what this is.
Yeah, this book will take you some time to read.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Yes.
Because every word on it is good. Every piece of art is amazing. The way that Charlie does the supernatural. Yes. Because there's these things that are there that are not of this world, and the way that they are rendered on the page
is brilliant.
Amazing.
Absolutely brilliant. Because you feel unnerved by their presence. Like there's something not right. Yeah. Even in what he's drawn. The way that it's done, the effects put on it. Yeah. Freaking amazing. Absolutely amazing. The characters are hilarious. This dude, I expect people to cosplay as him and get kicked out of conventions.
You're not going to be able to stay there very long.
But I want it. Like I need it to happen.
The fact he's got a camcorder, like
you know what it is. Yeah. You know what it is. Like this dude is terrible. He's the literal worst. And I love how what a diss, right? He's like, well, we used to do this. She's like twice, and the first one was okay. You're like, so. What about the second?
Yeah. Was it worse?
Was it better or worse? What are you saying? I don't understand. That was a solid diss. And then that ending, man.
Yeah. Yeah. That was so cool. The magic in this world is amazing.
It is. It really is. Because it's got like, I don't know. It's got like this. It feels real. Yeah. Because of the way that people are interacting with it. Yes. Like, not everyone in the world is aware of this, but those people that we're seeing do this, they're like, nah, this is our world. Yeah. Like,
and they respect it. Yes. Because there's a cost to do these things.
They know it. And the graphic design of this cover is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is outright gorgeous. If you've missed any Walking Dead style Michonne-esque characters, here you go, right here. Charlie brings it. Man, that's a good mix right there.
It really is.
I like it.
You got tights action, you got indie action, and then you've got like Vertigo-ish vibe action.
Yeah, you gotta like that. For all of these bad boys, you're looking at what, $14, $16, something like that. Yeah. Something in that range. With our total packages, I think each side we had like $30. Yeah. Is what we were looking for, which kind of seems like a decent average of what you could spend in a week. So
6 books with you.
Yeah.
Book to read a day.
Yeah.
And then one to, I don't know, like write fan fiction.
Oh yeah, we would definitely write that fanfic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be fantastic. If you liked our choices, and we hope that you did, click that thumbs up because we definitely want to see that you liked it. Comment below, tell us some things about what we've picked, what you're picking and reading. Definitely want to hear from you.
Yep, and hit subscribe. We do this every week, and you don't want to miss it.
You don't. Yep. You don't. It's a lot of fun.
Stalk us on social media.
Please.
You can read below in the body where we're at.
Yeah. Or just turn around. We're there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
Yeah.
Reading over your shoulder. Shh. Keep going. Wait till you get to the end. Fantastic.
Cherry flavored chapstick suits you.
Mm.